Press A to play.
So how many Yoshis did Mario kill before he was arrested for Yoshi cruelty? Well,
Listen to me.
you know, it took quite a while, but
You
you know, eventually the numbers were calculated to be somewhere in the thousands.
You have to let me delude myself about this. There's no way I can go on through life knowing that I'm just killing Yoshis left and right.
Okay, so how are we gonna... Nice, okay. You got this.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got this.
Go.
Which is the... I can't remember which exit I wanted. So many.
What? Assholes.
I wasn't swift enough.
You gotta get Swifty, man.
I gotta get swifty. Swiftier, actually.
Yeah. Great. Yoshi Ghost.
So that's a Yoshi ghost.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
Nintendo, this is not okay. There is no Yoshi ghost. There cannot be a Yoshi ghost. Because Yoshis can't die.
I feel like we haven't had enough Birdo representation over the last couple of years. Was Birdo in the sports games at least?
Oh, that's a good question.
I
only know
is in the
Birdo from
sports
Super
games.
Mario 2.
I feel like I remember Birdo being in Mario Tennis or something.
Yeah, right?
Right? Like, I feel like that's true. I don't know if it's true, but I feel like it's true, so it should be.
Yeah.
Oh, and she also was in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Well, yeah.
Several of those.
That incredibly popular franchise.
There were Olympic Games.
Yeah, well, Mario and Sonic competed together at the Olympic Games, Andrew.
Ah. I didn't know they were friends. I thought, like, Nintendo and Sega didn't like each other or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but, like, they both like the Olympics. It's, like, the one thing they agree on. And they have fandom battles where they're like, we would totally win this event. And then the other one's like, no, you wouldn't. And it's like, you know, well, Mario would totally win at jumping. Jumping is like what Mario does. And it's like, yeah, but like Sonic would totally win at running because like running is like what Sonic does.
So, I can kill a ghost, apparently.
With bricks, which is just great.
With big bricks.
It's good to know. You know, from now on I will carry around a spare glowing brick.
Apparently.
Just to make sure, you know.
Apparently. It's like... Okay, so this is the Star Road. Do I want to go here? Maybe it's a bit early for this, huh? Yeah, alright. Well, thanks for the counsel.
You're very welcome.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm always glad to provide it.
You did good there.
It's so weird that I think I've listened to the soundtrack for this game way, way, way more than I've ever even come close to playing the game. As in, I have little patience, and every single time I start up this game, I'm like, oh yeah, it's not the easiest game around. It's not hard, but it's still not, like, I don't know. Every single time I boot it up, I'm like, I love the art, I love the soundtrack, but I'm just too lazy to actually then go on with it, and I'll just put on the soundtrack and yeah.
Yeah, it gets challenging. But it's nothing like the challenge of the first one, though.
Oh god, no.
The Super Mario, but the first one was just... I remember trying to beat it again as an adult.
I think I have finished most of the new 2D Mario games, like New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, Super Mario 3D Land is like a 3D 2D hybrid, of course. But yeah, the 3D games were always more my jam. I'm guessing you prefer the 2D ones, right?
I always knew the 2D ones. It's just what I always did. I tried to play the one on N64, but man, was it hard.
Oh, so much fun. That comes way more like natural to me to play that one, actually.
I seem to have forgotten. Oh, there you go. That was the trick.
Nice.
Trixie. Oh, bitches.
I love it how it's like an authentic haunted mansion, but it also has like this huge shiny exit sign above the door. Like,
It's an incredibly haunted exit sign, okay? You just don't know.
With like some giant arrow. Go this way if you want to live. I feel like a real haunted house would not do that. It would be like, no.
pretty sure, yeah.
Try and get you to die. God, this is so much fun.
So, how did you think about the Super Mario 3 fake out where Mario apparently was just dreaming everything?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of felt like it was cheaping out. In a way, it was cute because like they make the
Everything-
whole thing look like a play at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, I don't know. Then I guess it means Yoshi's not really dying. Actually, so I just realized I'm in favor of it.
But Yoshi isn't in Super Mario Bros. 3 though, right?
No, but I'm like hoping that it carries over because I feel guilty.
Wait, that every single Mario game is like a dream?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So what exactly was the story? Like all of that was a dream,
Yeah.
but it doesn't count for the rest of the Mario games?
yeah.
No, basically it was supposed to be a completely different game.
Yeah, it's Doki Doki Panic, right?
Yeah,
Or
and
Doki
then
Doki Land or something. yeah.
that didn't work out, so they had to like figure out how to like sell this game. So their idea was to Mario brand it, except that then it didn't fit with anything else in the Mario universe. So how do you fix that? And the answer was, screw it, it's a dream.
It was released actually in Japan and it was pretty successful, but like as its original thing. But they thought Super Mario 2 was too difficult for Western audiences, so they used Doki Doki as like a template for the Western Super Mario Brothers 2. So they just replaced the main characters. But like, for example, Shy Guys were originally conceived for Doki Doki, and they're now like canonical Mario characters.
Oh, wow.
They were, conceived of for a completely different franchise. Also,
Right.
it was a good call because Super Mario Brothers 2, like the original release, was just
Brutal.
yeah, and it was just a copy of the original, but just harder. It had like fake out mushrooms and stuff like that. It was just not cool.
Straight up disrespectful.
Yeah. So like,
I think I tried playing it once and I was like, nope.
it's also just really uninspired. It just has like the exact same art style and everything of the first game.
This is gonna sound terrible, but something's up with my mic.
Classic Andrew.
Classic Andrew not knowing what the hell he's doing.
Darn it, Drew.
How did I become a scientist? I'm like completely clueless all of the time.
That's exactly why you
I
become
was-
a scientist,
yeah.
because you're curious about everything all the time, but
Yeah.
you're aware that you don't know everything. So you're
Nothing
like,
ever
aha.
makes any sense. Or like, I have
Yeah.
to make sense of everything.
Then you become like Plato or Socrates, where you just kind of invent the parts you don't know, and that's when bad science happens.
Oh, is that what they did?
A lot of the time,
So
yeah. I
Chris.
mean, they also came up with some stuff that, like, genuinely before its time, which is kind of cool. But, like, yeah, also they just kind of invented things sometimes.
Isn't Weird Science the creepy movie about the guys creating
Oh my god.
like a girl for themselves?
They
like
make
that-
some machine and they feed it magazines or something.
Oh, it's so disturbing. Yeah.
It sounds disturbing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Weird science?
Yeah. It was like a big thing. That was like an early 90s movie, I think. Late 80s, early 90s, something like
I
that.
feel like it was in the 80s.
No.
But yeah, it's so much not cool
Oh
about it.
yeah. Like you also have like that movie where maybe that's the same movie where like they turn like a mannequin into an actual woman and it's oh god. Yeah.
Oh, so close. I almost had that one up there. Yeah, I don't know. Something about catering to like horny teenage boys just
Yeah.
seems like the wrong thing to do.
Oh shit. Nice.
Yeah, saved.
Buttery smooth. Look at this guy. This guy Mario is.
He's such a guy. It's a me. Oh, this is a fun one. Ah, shit. Trying to get them all so hard.
You jinxed yourself, man.
I did. I made the mistake of calling it fun. So my death is completely and totally all my fault.
That's what you get.
That's what I get.
How dare you call it fun? Do you think you're supposed to have fun playing video games?
Yeah.
No. You stress yourself out getting maximum performance. That's how you video game.
God. But that's how I felt with like Mario 360, like the one on N64. I don't know. It was too hard. And so I felt like, I don't know, I was competing or something. Couldn't do it. Whoops.
I love how the exact same feeling I have with like these 2D Mario games is what you have with the 3D ones.
Oh, right. So like, do you find the 3D one easier to play?
Yeah, way easier. Yeah.
Oh,
And way
man.
more fun as well. I like the freedom it gives me. It's like yeah, there's some pixel perfect stuff in there, but you can approach like both jumps from different directions and stuff. But in the 2D games, it's just way more sort of specific, and like there's way less options. Like you have to do it this or this way, and that's it. Like, ugh.
I did like so much about it though. Like the whole concept of the thing, and you're in the castle and moving around the castle, so rad. And also the way it looked and felt.
The soundtrack is so ridiculously good.
Yeah, right.
It's still one of the best soundtracks out there. Seriously, love it so much.
For me, I guess I just couldn't do it. Somehow it just didn't fit in my brain.
I do have to say though that I do really, really, really love the atmosphere and art direction and everything of Super Mario Sunshine. Like that soundtrack and that sort of vacation feel is just so good.
I haven't played it, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, like the entire game takes place on Isle Delfino, so like the entire game is like you have like this vacation resort and like a theme park, but it's all on. It's the only Mario game where you have like that much of a sense of like like a sense of place. It's like an actual setting you're in, and it's just it feels like a break from everything whenever you turn on that game.
I would love to play all these Mario games. So is that like a 2D Mario game or?
3D for GameCube. It's like the sequel to Super Mario 64. Still very divisive to this day because it had like really different controls because you have Flood, which is like this backpack that you can use to basically how should I put this? You can just shoot water at like your enemies, and you can also use it to like hover around. So like kind of like a jetpack, but instead of using like rocket propellers or air, you're using water. It's just a lot of fun, but it's also like really different from the other Mario games, of course.
I think it's great that they added that element though.
Oh yeah, it works really well if you ask me.
Because you always had fire. Back Yoshi, come back to me. I like that this remake controller feels exactly the same. Like I just recognized it with the sounds and everything.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think I once read something. I think they did use the actual original molds or something.
Oh man, go Nintendo. This entire like mini SNES, I'm so impressed with it.
What's a shame though is that it's like classic Nintendo to release the NES and SNES Classic Mini when they're sort of in dire straits and they need like any financial like success they can, and then when they release the Switch and they're just doing amazing, they just drop the entire thing. Like we never got like the N64 Classic Mini or the GameCube Classic Mini or whatever. Or like how cool would like a re-release of the original Game Boy be?
Oh man, yeah.
It would be pretty cool.
That'd be so much fun.
Especially if they buried like the hardware to just put all the games for the original Game Boy inside of it.
Oh man, Super Mario, I think it was called Super Mario Land?
Yeah.
That had a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
That was a weird one though, like with the really zoomed out camera. So like Mario was like tiny as shit. Like Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, was more like just like a traditional Mario game. And then the third one was of course Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3.
Oh.
Like a weird title, but yeah.
Was that also on Game Boy?
Yeah. First Wario Land game. That's my favorite actually. I love Wario Land 1. Where you have like where you can collect all these treasures and then at the end of the game you sell them. And based on the amount of treasure, so the amount of money you have, you get like a different ending. So you get like a lodge or like a cabin or like a castle or an entire planet shaped like your face.
Okay.
It's really cool.
You become a mega billionaire
like
basically.
Face.
Yeah. Planet Wario. It's like
Planet
perfect.
Wario.
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 And you play as Wario,
Yeah.
I guess.
And then
You
you
wouldn't
got
be
like
getting Planet Wario if you weren't playing as Wario. Pay attention, Andrew. Gosh.
yeah, Andrew.
So he plays a bad guy, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, so weird.
I mean, Wario was actually the antagonist in Super Mario Land 2. That was his first appearance. And then he became so popular he got his own, game. And we have like Wario Land 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we have Wario World, I think it's called, for the GameCube. Not all that great a game. Ow. And we also have like Wario Land The Shake Dimension, or Shake It, depending on which region you're from.
Shake it.
Yeah. That's a beautiful game, by the way. That's like, it looks like anime, like it's hand drawn,
Oh wow.
or like not anime, more like a Saturday morning cartoon. Looks really good.
Is Wario like a two-dimensional bad guy? Is he just always bad, or?
He's greedy. He's not per se evil. That's the thing. He's always about like collecting treasures and money and stuff like that. But he's never, for example, interested in ruling over the world or defeating the good guys. He's all about he just wants to own shit.
All right. So he's like a gray bad guy.
Yeah, he's almost even like not an anti-hero, but he's not a bad guy like Bowser, I would say.
Okay.
Like Waluigi
he's-
actually fits that bill.
He's out for
Yeah.
himself, but not purposely malicious.
Yeah. And he's like a pretty cool guy in the WarioWare games, where he even has like this cool like entourage he hangs out with. And
got a clique.
They
and
give
none
him,
of them
they give
are
him
like
social
evil
value.
or-
You know, he's got a whole entourage and everything.
Well, just imagine just going to Wario for dinner and just everything being like drenched in garlic oil and shit. Like, I would totally hang out with Wario.
Yo, go out for a night on the town with Wario.
Guy's got taste. What can I say?
He's Italian, right? Is he also Italian?
I mean,
Has to be, right?
Mario's supposed to be, and he's supposed to be the evil Mario.
And
so I'd
it's
imagine.
the same voice actor, so
There you go.
Is it?
yeah.
It's a him, Wario.
Charles Martinet did all of those voices, like Mario, Wario, Waluigi, Luigi. That's all the same guy.
Do you know that Charles Martinet, like being Mario's voice, happened because of a Go Fish game? The first game where Charles Martinet did the voice of Mario was a version of Go Fish.
Oh, I heard about that actually. Yeah.
Really?
I watched someone play it. It was kind of boring because it's just Go Fish, but like it is Mario's voice.
Oh shit! What have I done?
What did you do? See, we watch for high-tier, extremely efficient gameplay, Andrew.
Okay, friends.
He also got the part through like this really offensive Italian stereotype where he was just like basically shouting pasta and pizza in Mario's voice.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Chuck.
Italians are very serious about their food, though.
As they should be. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Could you guys do me one favor?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could you just like hold up a hand or something real quick?
Look at us.
Okay.
That's holding up hands.
Teacher
Okay.
Callie.
Sorry,
Teacher
I'm
Callie.
I'm just making sure that like the stream and the camera are not out of sync, but I think we're okay. Like I thought for a second that the cam of you guys and the cam of the stream were different. Were out of sync, but they were not. We're okay.
Ah. We're learning all about streaming
Yeah.
live while streaming.
Streaming live while
Streamception.
streaming live, streamtastically live streaming.
Are we live streaming by any chance?
We are. Indeed.
Nice.
We have 2 followers. And 1 viewer, which I think is me. We had 1 other, but they left.
Okay. I guess we were not interesting enough.
But you never know. We'll see. You know, it's an odd time, I guess, as well. And it's hard to be seen by the algorithm.
It's like the ancient question, right? Like, do androids stream of electric sheep? Like, that's the big one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, clearly the answer is yes. If you program them to dream of electric sheep.
No, yeah. Okay, now, whatever you feel like doing, don't die.
Right.
Resist your natural instinct.
Uh-huh. My natural instinct to die.
Yes.
Okay.
And or kill Mario. I don't know.
Like,
maybe
Nietzsche
it's
has a lot to
deep-seated
say about
hatred of him.
that, so, you know.
This is me resisting my natural instinct to die.
It's perfect.
Do you guys see me resisting?
We do, yes.
Nice.
The
Super
moral of the story
important.
is don't be yourself. I'm just joking. I feel mean just joking about that.
Who wants? Yeah, I don't want to be myself. I'm so loud, apparently.
Oh, there
you
we go.
should be loud. That's what makes you entertaining.
In the face. In the face again.
Oh,
Oh.
Kill him in the face.
You
Boom.
fail to deliver facial death in adequate quantity.
Ha! Boom.
There it is.
Sucker.
Now you have killed him in the face.
I have, yes.
Yes. Yeah, not just regular killed him. No, that would be boring.
Jouw gezicht is dood.
Yeah, that's very much a Dutch thing to say. Yeah. That's
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
It's cool. I appreciate that you let me believe it for like 4 seconds.
You're welcome. Morton Koopa Jr. Wait, there's a Morton Koopa Sr.?
That's a good point.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
Also, I think they're not Bowser's kids. I think only Bowser Jr. is his kid. I think the Koopa kids are like his cousins or something?
They're his cousins.
Yeah. Like his nieces and nephews, I think.
So
Maybe?
I wonder which musician Morton is.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna grab. Also, I'm gonna go there because fuck it. Callie, could you maybe hand me the Punsuli stroopkoeken?
The what?
The stroopkoeken on the counter, like the food.
Oh,
Stroke.
you guys okay?
Don't die.
Okay, I may have temporarily died, but here you go.
I'm very sorry the
keep
stream
having-
did not see that.
I keep having to tell these siblings that, don't die. Like,
I love that this stream was just late enough for me to see it. It's just an arm coming in from out of frame. This giant arm out of frame, like here you go, and then disappears. It's great. It's perfect.
Come back to me, Yoshi. Come back to me.
we had something beautiful together. Don't throw that away for some... what would Yoshi do in his downtime?
I don't know. What do you
Just
think he does?
Just like eat fruit and hang out on the beach?
Oh yeah, I think the answer is eat and reproduce. That's like all Yoshi does. He eats and he makes eggs. It
Sounds
eats
like the
and makes
life.
eggs.
That's perfect. You guys know you want this, by the way. It's like stroopwafels, but better.
we know we want, so we already know, in fact.
We do already know. Yeah, unfortunately I can't eat any freaking carb free. Life sucks. Come here, Yoshi, I need you. We can do this, buddy. Shit. Alright, well. I killed Yoshi again, I guess. Unless maybe this is all a dream.
Wait, how loud is my chewing with this microphone on?
I'm not seeing anything light up, so I'm hoping that it's not bad.
Perfect. I cannot deal with the sound of people chewing, so I would never ever want to do that to our 0.4 fans or something.
I respect all 0.4 of them.
0.4 is a good number. We've got 1 right now, which is just me. So if we had an extra 0.4, someone's like half paying attention.
I'm kind of like half a person. I don't think I count as a whole human.
I think I count as like 3 humans, and that's not a good thing.
Okay, we're both
You don't like your MPD?
Yeah.
we're both on the wrong side of 1.
But you average out.
But yeah,
so-
there's balance here.
Gangsta.
God, we're so cool. Look at us.
I agree.
Look at us being all cool.
Marioing it up.
Hey,
Football
there
team.
we go. Finally, the actual sports ball he's supposed to have.
Yeah, huh? So, like, what happens to the baseballs? The baseballs were a
That was
lie.
a different sports ball game.
Yeah.
Or perhaps was a different part of the sports ball game. Maybe it's like a sports triathlon where you have to do many sports.
I'm gonna check out the Koopa kids.
Who are the Koopa kids? Who do they belong to?
That could be like a cool sort of Twin Pixie show.
Oh man. Or like some creepy mystery. Where the kids go on a quest to find out who's their daddy.
Bowser.
We don't want to be Bowser's.
I like that. It's like, they're not trying to find out who their mom is. They're not interested. They're just trying to disprove that Bowser is their dad.
Yeah. Based on the whole like lying about who mom is thing, I can't say I blame them. They're just like, please, just let it be anybody else. I almost don't care who it is. This is part of the secret, I remember. This is crazy. I know that I have knowledge of the stages, but it's been so long that I don't know how to activate that knowledge properly. Insane. And it's crazy, like when you play the game so much, did you just have this weird muscle memory about where everything is? Like it's down here, I think. Yeah. Ha. You know, but if you'd asked me a second ago where the secret was, I would absolutely not have been able to tell you.
Maybe like those pathways in your brain are just really solid, so like you can't do it on purpose, but like once you're already there, you know what the next step is, because you're like, all right, it goes this way.
I love this. One of the Koopa kids is not like the others because Larry Koopa is called Larry because he looks like a Larry.
Because
That's beautiful.
he looks like a Larry.
He does look like a Larry. Okay, so Morton is called after the American tabloid talk show presenter Morton Downey Jr.
Morton Downey Jr.
Yeah. Wendy O. Koopa is, of course, named after Wendy O. Williams from the Plasmatics, different band.
The Plasmatic.
Iggy Koopa is named after Iggy Pop. Roy Koopa is named after Roy Orbison. Lemmy Koopa, of course, after Lemmy. And Ludwig von Koopa, so even a different surname, basically, of course, after Beethoven.
Ludwig von Koopa.
That's perfect. That's so much. Oh, that's amazing. The Koopa kids, the Koopalings.
Pretty epic names, actually, when you think about it. You know, like they definitely thought about it.
Except
yeah.
for Larry.
Except for Larry.
They thought about all of them except for Larry. With Larry, they were just like, yeah, it looks like a Larry.
It's even more depressing when you take into account that there have been people trying to sort of retroactively say, no, he's named after Larry Mullen, like a band member of E02, and then someone else came in and was like, yeah, no, he's just called Larry because he looked like a Larry. Sorry, it's nothing cool or amazing like
Can you imagine
that.
if, like, he was originally like Bowser Jr. and then they were like, no, you don't look like Bowser Jr.
Do not look like a Bowser Jr.
You look more like a Larry. We're just gonna call you Larry.
There should be like a Greg Koopa, though.
Sorry, Larry.
We should make a Greg Koopa.
Yeah.
He'll always be like a little delayed.
Oh.
That's the secret of the boss fight. It's like, you think you've got it, but actually your timing's a little off because he's always just a bit delayed.
But he's got to think that he had it.
Right.
That was me. Thank you. You are most welcome.